5 men went to work and never came home. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking truth behind a South African mining disaster, the global forces that may have contributed to it, and what this means for workers everywhere. Meet the 5 diamond miners, fathers, brothers, sons. On Tuesday, February 17, 2026, they descended into the earth. Their mission to extract the glittering stones that fuel a multi-billion-dollar industry. But here's the twist. Their story isn't just about a tragic accident. It's about a system that values profit over people and a world that looks away. For 72 hours, rescue teams battled unstable mud and rock. Families held vigil, praying for a miracle. But on Friday, February 20, South Africa's Mineral Resources Minister delivered the devastating news. The 5 miners trapped by a catastrophic mudslide are now presumed dead. The search has shifted from rescue to recovery. But here's what nobody's talking about. Why did this happen? And then something shocking emerges. This mine, like many across Africa, operates under immense pressure. Global demand for luxury goods, corporate profit margins, and lax safety enforcement create a perfect storm. The ground gave way, but the system was already cracked. Here's the part that will blow your mind. On the exact same day this tragedy was confirmed, the world's headlines were dominated by another story. The U.S. Supreme Court struck down President Trump's global tariffs, a multi-trillion-dollar trade policy shift, a geopolitical earthquake, and just below that a pledge of $7 billion to rebuild Gaza. Billions for reconstruction, billions for trade wars. But what about the value of 5 lives? The contrast is staggering. Ward C, the smell of disinfectant. The beep of monitors, that's a different story we've told. But this one is about the dark, the dust, and the desperate hope for a paycheck. For 72 hours, those men fought, their families fought, and then the silence. South African authorities say they are investigating, but investigations don't bring back husbands. Safety reviews don't put food on the table for now fatherless children. This incident exposes a brutal truth. In the shadow of glittering wealth, human life can become the most expendable cost. Some say it's the price of progress. Others call it criminal negligence. The tension is clear, a global economy hungry for resources versus the basic right to come home safe. But if this mine wasn't safe, how many others aren't? The implications are massive. This isn't just a South African problem. From cobalt mines in the DRC to gold fields in West Africa, workers risk everything. And as the world focuses on tariffs and treaties, who is watching the mines? The controversy is brewing. Mining companies point to regulations. Governments point to economic necessity. But 5 families are pointing to empty chairs at the dinner table. The unanswered question hangs in the air, as heavy as the mud that fell. When will we value people as much as diamonds? Do you think corporations should be held criminally liable for preventable deaths like this? Drop your take in the comments. This was Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more stories that connect the dots between global headlines and human lives.